It's Squirrel Girl. Now, let's just let this sink in for a moment. Squirrel Girl. So it was okay. So I was first introduced to the character of Squirrel Girl through, like most people, through the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon series. I haven't read a comic book of her yet. I haven't seen her featured in anything. I haven't been to the comic book store as much as I used to lately. So my first and only introduction to this character was through the Ultimate Spider-Man, I think it was the Web Warriors series, where she joined the Spider-Man team. And I guess it goes to show how popular and how just crazy unique this character is. As simple as it is, Squirrel Girl, just simple as that. It's like the Slinky, I guess. It just blows people's mind. It goes downstairs by itself. It's weird, and it's just how crazy popular this girl has become in such a short amount of time. Now, I don't know for sure how long Squirrel Girl has been in existence with Marvel, but this character, the second I saw her, and then I did a little research on it, I instantly agreed with the amount of enthusiasm, the amount of attention that she's getting out of nowhere. Because the moment she gets introduced by Spider-Man on this episode, he's like, come on. I'm not trying to disagree with squirrel powers, but come on, really? Squirrel powers? I mean, I instantly feel, I'm like, yeah, really? And then you see her in action, and you're like, holy crap. I mean, this is a girl who can control, not only control squirrels, but millions of them just appear out of nowhere. And it reminds me, and I wonder if it's based on, there's a trailer about, it was a movie that was supposed to come out about like killer squirrels and whatnot. It looked kind of funny, but at the same time, it was very terrifying. I think it featured a little girl in the park with her grandmother, and then these squirrels just started coming out. They were feeding them, and there was just more and more and more. And all of a sudden, you notice they were just too many, like the birds almost with Hitchcock. But it's just, I guess, it's the idea of these little bitty creatures that, you know, they're so scary. You know, they run off from any little disturbance in the forest, and they're gone. But imagine if they ganged up on you. I mean, what could you do? What could you do? If 20 squirrels were to attack one person, my money's on the squirrels. 10 probably. I mean, you gotta run. You can't outrun them. I mean, what do? They're gonna nip it at your feet, at your earlobes for however long they want, unless you can snap as many necks as you can. But it's terrifying. It's like being attacked by bees. I mean, it's terrifying if you think about it. So I'm watching Ultimate Spider-Man. This girl comes in to help Spider-Man. He's fighting Juggernaut, one of the most powerful characters in the universe. And Spider-Man's having a tough time handling him. You need the Hulk really to handle the Juggernaut. And in less than like 10 seconds, Squirrel Girl takes this guy down. Because not only are you like freaking out when you have a whole bunch of squirrels just nipping at your face, you got that magic helmet on, they can't get in there, but just the idea, you hear them, you hear that all you can hear is that noise, and I bet it's echoing in that helmet over and over, and you can't get them all. You wipe one away, 10 more come in your face, and it's just nasty. And it's just the idea. It gets in your head. That's where she goes. And then she talks. She's so innocent, and she's so cutesy wootsy. And then there's like this little dark side of her, like, I know you didn't do that. And she's just freaking me out. And every episode that she's featured in, I am locked on her. Not only the fact that she's a rookie to the game, but her instant abilities are just like crazy. I haven't even looked up her backstory and how she got these powers yet. And I you know what? I kind of don't want to know, because the fact that she has just dropped in and people kind of know her, people kind of don't. and she handles business like that, and then she's kind of mysterious and she's weird and she talks with such as an innocent little until you piss her off, that adds something for me personally. I don't want to know her backstory. I'm sure her backstory is out there. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. I'm sure she's talked about it. I'm sure they've shown it. I don't care anymore. I just know that there's a Squirrel Girl out there, and it freaks me out, man. I mean, so I heard on Collider they talked about, you know what, when Harley was all the rave this year, Squirrel Girl guaranteed. The next all the cosplay that you're gonna see from this point on, Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl has taken over. This is it. This is gonna be the decade of Squirrel Girl. Now that gets into my feelings about Squirrel Girl. Now let's get into the rumors and specs. Now, I recently had an idea. I thought that with the whole thing with Sony and I think a Squirrel Girl maybe just linked through Spider-Man, so maybe Sony has the rights to Squirrel Girl for a movie. I thought that with Sony and that bridge with Marvel and having him in the movies and whatnot, which was brilliant. I thought that maybe Spider-Man it would be good for his career, maybe not. But with TV getting as popular as it is now, with Netflix growing and whatnot, and the movie just blowing up, I thought, okay, so Kevin Feige doesn't want his characters coming or acknowledging the TV people, but the TV reference the movies all the time. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 2, come on. So you're never really going to have one of the big guys from the Avengers come down to the TV level. So it's not going to happen. Robert Downey Jr. is not going to be on an episode of Jessica Jones anytime soon. But I thought, okay, what about Spider-Man? He's a kid. He's in these streets where Daredevil and all that stuff is and whatnot. He's already been in the movies. But what if they just throw him in, extend his contract, throw him in a couple of episodes of these Netflix and in these TV series and whatnot, I mean, just as Peter Parker, just as Spider-Man here and there, something like that. I felt like, what if he was the character that could bridge the one character, the only character, like Kermit the Frog, the only one that's allowed to be on the Muppet Show and Sesame Street. No other character does cross the stream like that. Only Kermit. I thought, what if Spider-Man, this Spider-Man that Marvel has, becomes that character, that you could see him on a Netflix series, Luke Cage, an episode of Jessica Jones, Daredevil especially. Wouldn't you love to see this Spider-Man interact with the Netflix Kingpin? Oh my God. And then to the movies and then all the way around. I thought that would be amazing. Then I saw Squirrel Girl and I was like, okay, there's never going to be a Squirrel Girl movie that anytime soon unless her popularity does increase again. There's another surge, and then it's like, okay, this is going to be a straight up comedy. We're bringing her to the big, or we're bringing her to Netflix or something. And this is straight up comedy, like crazier than the Tick kind of stuff. And then I thought, don't give her anything. Don't give her her own TV show. Because to me, it doesn't really work. Unless it's a straight up comedy, and I don't know if Marvel wants to go there yet. But as a feature, because that seems to be how she works. She just appears, and she just freaks people out. Spider-Man is the only where it could really work. Like, in the same way they did it in the cartoon. Like, really? Come on, really? And just as a joke, she comes out and she really drops somebody down or maybe she just gets in Spider-Man's way and, another vigilante and he has to like take her down, like, stop, what are you doing? You're going to get yourself hurt. And then, she saves the day and blah, blah, blah. She just disappears. And let's say you're in an episode of Jessica Jones. Maybe she isn't Squirrel Girl, but maybe it's the same character. Bumps into her and she's like all like, or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe you see Jessica Jones like freaking out with these squirrels and like really getting into it with Squirrel Girl. Could you? I mean, I could only imagine. And then maybe especially on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., this Squirrel Girl comes out of nowhere, and it would be hilarious. The thing about this character, again, she's just so weird and so lovable and so ferocious at the same time. I think she's crazy too. And she's so young. She could be so sweet, innocent. Anybody could play this girl. Whoever is cast as Squirrel Girl, I feel like, and there's nothing to back this up, but Marvel, it would be the most brilliant move you made if she could be the one character who can jump between all of these universes. I don't think you'll ever have a Squirrel Girl movie, but to see Squirrel Girl in the Avengers and in Spider-Man or here and there and the others, just freaking the Hulk out and all that, like, whoa, and all that stuff, and then go to Jessica Jones and then go to Daredevil and whatnot. Luke, I mean, just freaking people out would be amazing to me. So that's my theory. That's the rumor that I'm spreading. You take it to the bank. Marvel, I know you're watching. So Feige, make it happen. Come on, let's get on this, man. Let's make this happen. Squirrel Girl, Netflix, the ABC broadcasting. I mean the movies. I mean everything from the Avengers to Spider-Man. If I don't see Squirrel Girls, or at least her character, or at least a damn squirrel on Homecoming, you're not taking advantage of this opportunity while the iron is hot. Let's strike. Let's make it happen. What do you guys think about this idea? Do you think it's the dumbest thing I ever thought about? Comment. I want all you Squirrel Girl fans and freaks, and just it freaks me out already just thinking about just 100 squirrels just coming at me like that. Just comment and like this video. If you like the idea, hit the like button. If you don't, hit the unlike button. Just tell me. If it sucks, it sucks. I mean, come on. But wouldn't it be funny? Come on. Squirrel powers. Comment. Let me know what you guys think. As always,